There's been so many stars lately that have not lived up to the hype and the money. Just a quick list I have. Paul George being one of them, injury prone a lot. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. This is kind of wild. I mean, these are star players that have not quite been living up to the hype and the money when it comes down to who's going far in the playoffs. Only one of the 20 highest paid players from this year is in the finals, and that's Karl Anthony Towns. So of the 20 highest paid NBA players this season, only one made the NBA finals, and that's Cat. And only two made it either this year or last year, and that would be three, because I just said Cat, so two more. So three made it this year or last year, and that was Luka last year, and then, of course, Jaylen Brown last year as well. So Jaylen Brown and Luka last year, and then Cat this year. So in the last two seasons, you had two players that were in the top 20 highest paid make the finals last year, and only one this year. So I think there's a lot of teams out there that are chasing these stars. They're chasing these names, oftentimes paying guys beyond their athletic prime, beyond their competitive prime, maybe even. And so they're getting these top dollar contracts, and then they're not able to surround them with as many quality guys, because true championship teams are built with stars. You have to have a star, but then you have to build an actual team around that star. It can't just be the star itself. I mean, look at the Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal fiasco. You've got three bona fide scoring studs who can't even make the playoffs because it's just not a cohesive team, like a well-oiled machine where they all fill a role. They're all kind of the same guy, just slightly worse each level. So it feels like the Big Three era, the Superteam era, is ending. Because we've seen for 6 or 7 seasons now it's not working. But before that, the Big Three was definitely a thing. I mean, it's actually stupid to pretend it wasn't. We had six titles in a 10-year span were won by Big Threes. You had Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen with the Celtics in 2008. Then you had the Heat team, of course, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh. They won 2. Went to 4 in a row, won 2 of those 4, the middle 2. And then you had the Cavaliers with LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love. They got 1. And then, of course, the Warriors, KD, Steph, and Klay. I don't count Draymond as a true Big Three because he's not on the same level as any of the names I just said. But there you have it. You had the Celtics win 1, the Heat won 2, and then the Cavs won 1, and then the Warriors won 2. So 6 of the last 10 were won by super teams with true bona fide superstars as their Big Three. But now, since then, the failures have come fast and furious. I mean, you've had the failure of the Nets with KD and Kyrie and Harden, the failure of the Lakers with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Westbrook. Yes, Westbrook was still kind of considered a superstar at that time. Of course, the failure of Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and James Harden on the Clippers. The 76ers with Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, and Jimmy Butler. Ben Simmons was a superstar at that time as well. So again, he was paired up with James Harden and Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Didn't get it. That was 18-19. And then the one I just mentioned, the Suns, KD, Booker, and Beal. So we've had failed Big Threes repeatedly for the last several years. It feels like we're finally over that trend, and we're looking to really build a team, a quality team. There's also some salary cap things that have come into play with the second apron and all that, where the teams are kind of required to structure contracts differently. And it really forces them to have more depth if they want to succeed. And I like it. I think it's good for the game.